So I was on Instagram the other day scrolling through stories until I came across my friend's story, which it looked like they were at some St. Patrick's Day party. And I thought to myself, that's cool. And then I scrolled to the next story and it was another friend who looked like they were at the same party. And I was like,
Interesting.
And then I scroll again and I got hit with a stupid Instagram ad.
Senator Mike Lee has called for permitting reform to meet Utah's growing energy.
But then I scroll again and there it was. It was a group photo of them all hanging out at the same party. And where was I? I couldn't tell you. But this is my villain origin story because I pulled up to that house, the same exact house, minutes later and blew it up. But on some real shit though, like this helped me really realize and kind of come to this conclusion of like, okay, who are actually my people? Who are my friends and who can I genuinely say is my person? Now, y'all probably think I'm getting super deep with this for no reason. Like, oh, Abdi, they didn't invite you. So what, bro? No. That's not, like, them not inviting me. Like, yeah, I was butthurt. But, like, that's not the main reason why I'm, like, going down this deep rabbit hole. But it genuinely did kind of, like, spark the fire of, like, holy shit. Like, I'm getting older. People are graduating. People are moving away. People are getting full-time jobs, family. People are doing all these things. And it's really made me question who's actually going to stick around. Who's actually going to be in my inner circle of friends? Because growing up, I've always had friends. I was that person who just knew everybody. I mean, I am that way still. I know everybody. I'm cool with everybody. I was involved everywhere. Even throughout college, when I first started, I had like 4 different groups of friends that I would always study with and hang out with. But as I'm getting older, I'm coming closer to graduate. I'm starting to see these other groups forming their own hangouts without me, kind of creating their own group chats. I'm seeing it on social media and everything. And I'm kind of just like, where am I in that picture? Because I'm coming to the realization that like they're my friends, but they don't consider me a part of their inner circle, which is kind of like a hard realization and truth to come to. But I think that's genuinely okay. Because again, the older you get, it's kind of inevitable that your circle will shrink. Now, I'm not saying that your social life is going to shrink, because I still believe that even when you're older, you should always have a vibrant social life. But when I talk about your circle, I'm talking about your circle, like your inner group, your people. That's going to shrink. Because in school, it's like you're forced to be around the same people for years and years, right? Like you show up every day, you see the same faces, same people. You're kind of like just forced to be there. But after school, when people move away, when they get jobs, when they get married, things like that, after high school or after college, it really tests who's actually going to stick around and who's going to go, who's going to get distant. Because now I'm even questioning, like, after this, who's going to put in the effort to consistently see me? Who's going to put in the effort to want to always be there for me? And who do I genuinely feel close to? Because I'm at the point now where I genuinely do believe that having a smaller but tighter circle is always going to be more valuable than having lots of friends, but they're all surface level. Because growing up, I used to always just ignore that advice and be like, no. Like, I could be friends with everybody. Like, I could be close with this person, that person, that. Like I want everybody to be my best friend. But again, I think I'm just coming to the mature realization that at the end of the day, your people are always going to be there for you. And not every single person is going to be your person. Not every single friend group is going to be there for you the way that your inner circle will be. So who's that for you? Who's your inner circle? Who are the people that are genuinely there for you no matter what? Who are like, you could say they're technically just family. Because literally yesterday, I was at the library studying and my homegirl asked me, right, another just friend. She was asking me like, hey, Aldi, like, it was actually crazy that she asked me this. I was writing the script for this video literally in that moment. But she asked me, she was like, Abdi, who are your friends? Like, who do you genuinely hang out with? And you know, prior to my realization, prior to my enlightenment, I would have not had an answer for her. And I genuinely would have had like a midlife crisis or some shit. Like I would have had like a quarter life crisis or something. Because I would have been like, who do I hang out with? Like who do I consistently actually see? But because I reached like nirvana and like this new state of consciousness, I actually was able to give an answer of who my people were. And they're probably on the green screen right now. That just comes to show that this girl who just asked me that question, she's my friend. I fuck with her heavy. Like we hang out here and there as a group when we can, stuff like that. The people on this table, I'm cool with all of them. But when she asked me that question of who do I genuinely hang out with, I knew she was talking about my group. Who's my clique? Gratefully enough, I was able to answer that question. But now I'm asking you, like, are you able to answer that question for yourself? Because I say all this to say that if you are able to answer that question, cherish those people. Keep those people close to you and embrace those relationships because they're so rare and they're so valuable. And if you're not able to answer that question, then you might have to go into a little bit of a rabbit hole like I did. But again, it's just important to just keep people close to you because relationships are the most valuable thing a human can have. You never know who's going to move away, who's going to do this, who's going to get a family, who's going to do it, right? Life happens. And it's just very important that you always try to maintain those relationships, be grateful for them, and just try to keep them close to you. But besides the in-person friend group who you know you're very close to, if you're trying to have the same thing virtually with a community of people who are like-minded and also trying to strive for their goals, join the RNH Mafia by subscribing and joining my paid community down below to be in a community of other like-minded people trying to achieve a higher quality of life and obtain their goals. Check out my music as well on all streaming platforms down in the link in the description. RNH Hunnid, stay Hunnid with yourself.